This is part two of the Michael Jordan Enterbay review, or kind of the assimilation of all of them. But anyways, we're just going through the backdrop of really how good of a basketball player Michael Jordan is. And if you haven't got a chance to watch him, just go to eBay, just buy a couple old DVDs of games that he has played, and you can just see how you just watch him, and he's the best. And you know what I would do is this final series, I'd watch LeBron play, and then I'd watch a game of Jordan, and you'll see a difference there of just the way Jordan commanded a team compared to LeBron. And LeBron's a great player, don't get me wrong, but you know, everybody likes to do the comparison. I just don't see it. I really don't. I think that Scottie Pippen recently said that if you want to compare LeBron to anybody, compare him to me, and watch Scottie. Yeah, LeBron's a better shooter and a better scorer than Scottie, but the way they played, there were some similarities. All the way they played. I think actually Scottie was a little bit better was a better defender than LeBron overall. But you know, you're still talking about, you know, great basketball players in themselves. But yeah, Michael Jordan took you know, some decent players. His first three finals runs, he didn't have. I don't think he had a great supporting cast. Better than you think, but not great. I mean, Horace Grant was a lot better than people gave him credit for, and Bill Cartwright wasn't as good as some people gave him credit for. And Horace Grant was, if you were to take LeBron James and Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, I would take Horace Grant, Michael Jordan, and Scottie Pippen over those three any day, just because of the way they mixed and matched. And I think that it wouldn't even be a fair match, but that's just my opinion. So I could be 100% right or 100% wrong. Either way, it doesn't matter. 20 years from now, nobody's going to give a hill of beans what I think about that. But it's just sharing the opinion. We live in an area where, like, who's he like? You know, I remember when Jordan was getting ready to retire, and everyone's like, who's going to be the next MJ? Well, you know what? It's been, you know, 15 years or so since he's retired. Really, it's been 17. That I don't really count as Washington years, but. And there really hasn't been another MJ, if you ask me. Kobe was close in some ways, but Kobe, there was a big step behind. I think there's a big drop back. Kobe wants to get that sixth final. He only has 5. But I don't know. There's only going to be one Michael Jordan. And just recently he was asked about his legacy, and he said a pretty profound statement. Now, he is actually one of the first, not millionaire or multi-millionaire, he's a billionaire athlete. And one of the comments that he said, I think it was quite profound and transcendent. He said that he will be known more for, with these later generations, for his shoes than his career. And you know, his shoes are incredible. I had, oh gosh, I had a couple pairs of Jordans. I go by the years, but you know, they have Jordans 4, 5, 6, and all that kind of stuff. But basically, I think my favorites were the 89, 90, and 91. I think that's 4, 5, 6. The 6s were the ones with the 2 holes in the tongue that you pulled up. It was actually the first in the little red toggle. It was actually, I think, the first, it was the shoes that he wore when they won their first finals, the 90-91s. And then the year before, he had the 90s where they had the little 23 on the side, and then the 89s, they had the netting there. Those were personally for me, those are my 3 favorite pairs, and those are the ones that I had when I was a kid. And those are the ones that I wore, and I grew up in southeast Wisconsin, just 10 minutes north of the Illinois border, and Jordan was just incredible. I mean, Jordan was part of the culture. He was just, you know, crazy how people love Michael Jordan stuff. In fact, if I'm going to just show you something that I don't have the rest of them, But I want to show you, I collected these starting lineups. That's what actually got me into figures. But I don't have my other ones. But there, right there, is a Michael Jordan starting lineup from the USA team set. And there's Scottie Pippen and John Stockton and Karl Malone and David Robinson, I believe. Or is that Karl Malone? I get it mixed up. And that was Chris Mullin, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Patrick Ewing, and there's Larry Bird. And these were, you know, the dream team, which I wish Enterbay would make, was quite a set. So it was just on, if you want to go background material, everything on Jordan, when you think about the Enterbay figure, I'd give it 5 out of 5. And I am being generous. If I could do 6 out of 5, I would. Just, he's the greatest player. He transcends sports, society. You can travel all around the world, even 15, 16 years after his career, and people still can identify certain athletes in the world. And Michael Jordan is one of them. And I think it's crazy popular as LeBron is. I think that Michael still holds an edge on that. So let me just kind of show you my first Enterbay figure I ever got. It's my first 1/6 scale figure. It is the upper deck version of Michael Jordan. Here it is. Let me try to give you a nice good. And if you can't tell, but that is Michael Jordan through and through. I mean, it is the exact, sorry about that, that is the exact likeness of Michael Jordan. I can't get this to focus. There we go. Just, he's the spitting image, and I think I got some stuff on it. Wow. That is the spitting image of Michael Jordan. I mean, just the head, Enterbay knocked this one out of the park. I mean, he is Michael Jordan through and through. I like the little veins thing they got on the side and the head and everything. Here's the jersey, little armband. They have hands, if you know. They got the little magnetic thing. The underpants that he wore, the shoes. These are, I think, Jordan 2s, I believe. I don't know. With the NBA socks. And so this is my very first Enterbay figure. I've had him forever. In great shape. Never had a problem with it. I did do some trading with Toy Anxiety, who I've mentioned before. If you like to get just some extra things, go to Toy Anxiety. They are the best. So I really enjoy them. I actually have an extra head sculpt from them. It's authentic Enterbay, just in case something happens to one of them. It is a nice head sculpt. And what I did through Toy Anxiety was I traded a Hot Toys figure for a Michael Jordan head. I traded for a body and pair of shoes, extra hands, and a basketball with them. And I ended up getting this custom head sculpt. It is the Last Shot Jordan head sculpt. And it's the same one as the Enterbay, but I just switched the heads out. So, but that one's good. I just think this one, it's got a classic look to it. I mean, this head right here. I mean, I've got 2 of them. Obviously, it's just got a classic look to it that just screams Michael Jordan, as in that is Michael Jordan. If I took this up to anybody, which I did, I went through the Burger King drive-thru a couple months ago. And at first I'm like, you see, look what I made, man. It's pretty good. How'd you make that, dude? And I go, you probably don't even know who it is. And he's like, dude, that is Michael Jordan through and through. And I said, I'm kidding, I never made it. I couldn't make that if I wanted to. But it just screams Michael Jordan. What I like about it is Enterbay just has this little line here. So, you know, right down the middle there. But, you know, I don't know if I don't like it. It doesn't bug me, though. It is what it is, but just the total eye sculpt and everything like that. And Michael Jordan, he kept coming out. This was probably the other more exciting face that they had. people were whining about Hot Toys coming out with the tongue out version Michael Jordan. Well, that didn't come to fruition, so that never happened. So then they came out, if you can see behind the figure here, I did get this one. It is the NBA All-Star Michael Jordan. Comes with the jersey. Now, it's interesting that when Michael Jordan plays in the All-Star game, he's not the most serious guy. He won the MVP of this, but he's joking, having fun, versus trying to, compete as his primary focus. So what I did is I went on eBay and I picked this up for $20. I don't know if it's made by Storm Toys or it's a custom jersey, whatnot. But I bought a home jersey Michael Jordan, and here is the other one. Now I am going to make a few comments about that. I mean, it looks like Michael Jordan through and through. The head sculpt is a little bit smaller than the traditional one. It just is a little bit smaller to the body as well. Not much, but just I don't know. I'm just coming from you just as maybe being a little over picky, but I do like it. Here's the Enterbay hoop, and as sweet as it looks. So I have him posing as a dunk just this way. I just did it so you could see it, what it's like. But this was his all-star figure, and I like I said, I have the jersey and pants up there. It did the difference between that, the all-star one, and this one is that it came with some other shoes, which I have, which I will be showing you. But it also came with a tremendous amount of feedback on it, in the sense that people were kind of complaining about certain things. Why can't we just have a regular Jordan, with two head sculpts and things like that? But it just kind of didn't happen. Now here is the difference with the All-Star one. Obviously the jersey, but it also has this white arm thing instead of the black one here, and it has certain Jordan shoes, but they are the white and blue edition that he had. And so, but like I said, I've gotten extra little knickknacks for Michael Jordan.